5 countries where interracial couples face the most racism. Did you know that in some parts of the world, over 70% of interracial couples report facing discrimination on a daily basis? It's a sobering reality, one where love is tested not just by personal challenges, but also by societal prejudice. Love is supposed to transcend boundaries, yet for many mixed-race couples, those boundaries become walls they must fight against every single day. From hostile stares to outright violence, these couples are navigating a minefield simply because their hearts don't conform to cultural norms. If you're ready to learn about the countries where interracial couples face the most racism and how we can all do better, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned. Trust me, this is a conversation we need to have. Number 1. Saudi Arabia. At number 1, we have Saudi Arabia, a country steeped in tradition and governed by strict religious laws. Imagine walking hand in hand with your partner, only to realize that doing so could land you both in prison, or worse. In Saudi Arabia, public displays of affection between unmarried couples are forbidden, and when it comes to interracial relationships, the stakes are even higher. For example, non-Muslim expat couples or Muslim non-Muslim pairings often find themselves targeted not only by authorities, but also by members of the community who view such unions as immoral or blasphemous. But here's the thing. It's not just legal consequences these couples face. Social media has made things more dangerous, with photos or videos of interracial couples sometimes going viral, leading to cyberbullying and threats. There are countless stories of couples fleeing the country under cover of darkness, leaving behind everything they've built, just to escape persecution. Let's be real. How far would you go to protect the person you love? If you're considering traveling or living in Saudi Arabia as part of an interracial couple, tread carefully. Research local laws thoroughly, avoid drawing attention to yourselves, and always have a backup plan. And if you're watching this thinking, that's insane, well, welcome to the harsh truth. But trust me, it gets even crazier from here. Number 2, India. Coming in at number 2 is India, a nation known for its rich diversity, but plagued by deeply ingrained caste systems and racial biases. Picture this. You're scrolling through social media, and suddenly, a viral post accuses an interracial couple of destroying Indian culture. Sounds extreme, right? Yet, it happens far too often. Interracial marriages in India frequently spark outrage, particularly when one partner is from a Western or African background. The backlash ranges from online trolling to physical attacks, making life unbearable for many couples. One shocking case involved a young woman whose family disowned her after she married a man from another race. Not only did they cut ties completely, but they also encouraged neighbors to ostracize the couple. Even celebrities aren't immune. Several high-profile Bollywood stars have faced criticism for dating outside their ethnicity. So, what does this say about progress in a country that prides itself on inclusivity? To navigate such hostility, interracial couples in India often rely on tight-knit support networks or move to cosmopolitan cities like Mumbai or Bangalore, where attitudes tend to be slightly more progressive. Still, adapting requires patience and resilience. As someone once said, change doesn't happen overnight, but staying silent won't speed it up either. Keep that in mind as we head to our next destination. Number 3, South Africa. Taking the bronze medal is South Africa, a country still grappling with the legacy of apartheid while trying to redefine itself as a multicultural hub. On paper, South Africa seems like a beacon of hope, boasting one of the most diverse populations in the world. But scratch beneath the surface, and you'll uncover a grim reality. Rising xenophobia has created a hostile environment for interracial couples, especially those involving immigrants or foreigners. Consider the story of a British South African couple who were attacked during a protest targeting foreign nationals. They weren't political activists or troublemakers. They were simply guilty of being visibly different. Such incidents highlight how deeply rooted fears about outsiders can manifest in violent ways. And let's not forget the role of social media in amplifying hate speech, turning minor disputes into national controversies. So, what advice would I give to interracial couples living in or visiting South Africa? First, educate yourself about local tensions and stay informed about areas prone to unrest. Second, build strong connections within the community. Trust me, having allies makes all the difference. Oh, And maybe keep your GPS handy, just in case you need to make a quick exit. Next up, we're heading somewhere colder, but no less intense. Number 4. Russia. At number 4, we find Russia, a vast and enigmatic country where nationalism runs deep. While Moscow and St. Petersburg boast relatively liberal pockets, much of Russia remains staunchly homogeneous. This poses significant challenges for interracial couples, particularly those involving visible minorities. Reports of harassment, verbal abuse, and even physical assaults are alarmingly common, reflecting broader societal discomfort with diversity. Take, for instance, the experience of a Nigerian-Russian couple who were refused service at multiple restaurants despite presenting valid identification. When they finally found a place willing to serve them, they were seated in a corner, away from other patrons. Sound familiar? Unfortunately, these kinds of microaggressions are par for the course in many parts of Russia. And while there are activists fighting for change, progress feels painfully slow. If you're planning to live or travel in Russia as part of an interracial couple, my advice is simple. Be prepared for stares and unsolicited comments. Carry contact information for embassies or support organizations, and always prioritize safety over pride. Also, investing in a good phrasebook might help. You never know when diplomacy will save the day. Speaking of saving the day, let's wrap this up with one last country. Number 5, United States. Rounding out our top 5 is the United States, a nation celebrated for its ideals of freedom, yet riddled with contradictions when it comes to race relations. Despite decades of civil rights activism, interracial couples in America continue to face discrimination, especially in rural or conservative regions. Think about it. How many times have you seen headlines about interracial couples being evicted, denied service, or even assaulted simply for existing together? Even in urban centers, systemic issues persist. Housing discrimination, workplace bias, and profiling by law enforcement disproportionately affect interracial families, forcing them to constantly prove their legitimacy. One couple shared how they were repeatedly questioned by police during routine traffic stops, not because they'd done anything wrong, but because their relationship looked suspicious to others. These experiences aren't isolated incidents. They're part of a broader pattern that reflects deeply ingrained biases. For example, studies show that interracial couples are often stereotyped as rebellious or attention-seeking, which adds another layer of emotional labor to their daily lives. It's not just about dealing with overt acts of racism. It's also about navigating subtle microaggressions that chip away at your sense of belonging. Imagine going to dinner and feeling eyes boring into you, or walking down the street while hearing whispered comments about your relationship. These moments might seem small on their own, but over time, they add up to something much heavier. For those navigating these challenges, building a strong support system is crucial. Seek out communities, online or offline, that celebrate diversity and provide safe spaces for dialogue. And remember, standing firm in your identity sends a powerful message to the world. After all, love isn't just an emotion, it's a revolution. Love is resilience, defiance, and hope rolled into one beautiful act of courage. From Saudi Arabia's oppressive laws to America's lingering inequalities, it's clear that interracial couples face immense hurdles across the globe. These stories remind us that love isn't just about romance. It's about courage, resilience, and the willingness to challenge outdated norms. Whether it's navigating xenophobia in South Africa, overcoming caste-based stigma in India, or confronting deep-seated nationalism in Russia, interracial couples are proving every day that love knows no boundaries, even when society tries to impose them. But this isn't just their battle, it's ours too. Every act of intolerance affects us collectively, and every step toward inclusivity brings us closer to a better world. If you found this video eye-opening, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more thought-provoking content, and share this with anyone who needs to hear it. Engagement matters. It helps spread awareness and creates a ripple effect of understanding and empathy. What did you think of these countries? Were any of them surprising to you? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Maybe you've experienced something similar, or perhaps you've witnessed acts of kindness that gave you hope. Sharing your perspective can inspire others to join the conversation. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and above all, keep loving boldly. Stay tuned for our next episode.